खूप खूप शुभेच्छा. सुप्रभात. કેમ છે બધાને? હા, Rachel Legends માં આજે પુસ્તકો વહન થવું સરળ છે. શું તમે તેની વહેંચી શકો છો? તમે સમજાય? Good, good. Everyone, this is Yakidi the Free here playing in the Hell Hades 2025 90-day free-to-play challenge, and it is day 34. I have about 7 hours until day 35 login. And I was Gujarati, a language out of northwestern India, where a very famous person you might have heard of called Mahatma Gandhi was born in the state of Gujarat. And the other thing about Gujarati, the script or how you write the actual language, if you've ever seen Hindi or Punjabi and have that horizontal bar written over the letters, Gujarati is almost the exact same script like Nepali is in Marathi, except there's no horizontal bar. So when I began linguistics and the study of languages, I became more enthralled with the Gujarati because I felt less confined from that horizontal bar. And the reason that I say the thing that I did to begin with, I was saying that it's easy to carry a book in Raid Shadow Legends, but can you read it? So along those lines, let's talk about reading the book that I've been forced to carry since I still haven't pulled any legendaries on this account. Let's go to the current overall leaderboard, or at least for however it works. Sometimes the content creators' names aren't here, and sometimes they are. Like I don't see Nub Raids up here anywhere, but I see Hell Hades and Bront Catherder. But you'll see Yakety the Free has cracked the 7,000 point threshold, sitting firmly in fourth currently. 397 points away from third place, Goraindares. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize if it's incorrect. I don't think it really matters too much. So let's look at our clan v clan. Hopefully, whatever clan you're in, you had a chance at victory. Whereas our clan probably never really had a chance. It was looking good for a bit and then not. And then the roller coaster ride of emotions and the excitement was perfect. I don't mind losing as long as there's a blood shield accessory, which I did get, and it was a Knights Revenant one, and I'm excited because that goes on Sabitha. So part of the reason we lost, you'll see we focus campaign by 10 times the amount. Just makes sense. That's where I sat as well, okay? But in Spider, the other team has, they're probably farming stage 5 hard with food. Like we don't have a chance. Then you'll look at the faction wars. We didn't do too bad considering that we're all 1 month in free to play accounts. And there was something else in the Forge. I don't know if you can see it by my face, but they had triple what we did in the Forge because they already had a stockpile of stuff. So just to verify how serious I was, I used almost every resource I had to help because I saw how hard everyone else was trying. And most of these people, like they're probably not like me, where my office is where I play the game. So where I work, I play the game. So I just alt tab, alt tab. Or they have other accounts or they have other endeavors, video game wise, such as Mr. Nubraids here, who spectacular representation of himself in this competition thus far. But if you look over on the other side, we didn't have a chance. They have 50 clan v clan wins. They've been in this game a long time. All these accounts probably have gems. It's okay. The fun was getting down to the wire, staying up late. All the snow fell in southeastern Ontario as well. We actually got clobbered in snow, but it looks pretty. So I'm a little late on an upload today, helping other people shovel. So let's look in my Arbiter Missions. I got so excited because now you're lucky to be like, hey, wait a second. There's no more Spirit Keep to take care of. Because I did it last night. I was hoping to use the Void Shard that came and summon Krisk. Obviously, it didn't happen. I would have told you already. So now I have a Magic Keep, a Force, and a Void Keep. And then I'm gated for upgrading Affinity to 10 after 200 arena wins. So if we come into the arena, I have 8 of these losses this week so far were from last night in this early morning push for Clan v Clan. But I've upgraded to the 9th. And then you need 1,000 medals, which is 250 wins in Gold 4 Arena. So now I only need 239 to have that ready. But again, as you'll see in the missions, I'm gated no matter what by needing 200 wins. And it's probably a week depending, give or take, okay? As you see, I'm out of diamonds or gems. I spent 50 gems last night on refreshing so I could get the final two wins that I needed to push and really try to help the clan. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So in the arena, let's take a look. I don't know if I have a refresh available. Okay, so I'm probably not going to fight a 6-star Sheeping Taras or the six Ascended, sorry, Blessing Bloody Mary and her Wukong. That'd just be foolish in my opinion. However, what I will show you is in the battle log, and I don't know what's going on. There's no way I should be able to come anywhere near this team with a Mithrala. Whoever, I forget the name of this mythical champion is, but as far as I know, it's like an AoE, everybody should be dead. And Thor with a 3-star crushing run, like if he gets a hit off, 1A3 from Thor, like oh my, either they purposely let me win by backing out or something, they're way too slow. Because you see, like they're not a go first team. So my guess is that their Mithrala is completely incorrectly built because she gains as much accuracy as resistance. So you'd probably put, an easy 300 resistance on your Mithrala. And my Alice must have locked them all out if I fought them. And my Alice has, let's take a look. I think it's like 350 accuracy on Alice. Oh, so she's got 360, 359 accuracy. There's no way I should have beat that team. They either let me win or they're just, they don't care too much and they're incorrectly built. Whatever's happening, that bumps me up closer and closer to, staying in gold 5 anytime I can get a win like that. So I'm fine with that. Now, let's look into the faction war total. And if you saw yesterday's upload, I was excited about the Shadowkin, but it turns out that my demon spawn are way overpowered for what I thought because they 3-starred. I just ran right through. And when you talk about, I have a 5-star Magnar and 4 level 40 demon spawn rares, and one of them's a Diabolist, okay? But I can't show you, obviously, I'm out of keys, but I don't have a chance on stage 12, which is fine. This account, as you're looking, it has 389 stars on day 4, or 34, pardon me, day 4. However, in the Shadowkin, with Taragi and a Fanatic hits harder than I thought, the rare Fanatic, but the same thing. I had a bunch of, 1-star, all the way through here, 3-star the boss, because everybody's sharing those same sets of the bolster set and the guardian set. So today, as you see in 5 hours, the Sylvan Watchers is going to open. I don't know if I can beat the boss. I think that's the only thing I haven't, this, and there's one more. Yeah, so where is it here? The Lizardmen are opening. I don't have a chance to beat anything in Lizardmen, and I'll show you my roster and why I say that. So for Lizardmen, I only have Jareg and a 4 level 40 Jizzo. They're not going to get the job done here. But if we look into my Shadowkin, or Sylvan Watcher, pardon me, I picked up a couple of heroes since the last time, and this Bowsmith Flannan. If you're not familiar with this rare, this guy's kit reads like an epic did 3-4 years ago, right? He's got a chance to stun. It's not the greatest chance, but it's 25% chance on 2 hits. Not bad. His decreased speed, AoE decreased speed, innately is 75% chance. Can't argue against that, man. This is pretty good. Then he's going to buff himself and everybody with 25% increased accuracy. Then his passive. I had to 3-star him for this. Like, he's got a 50% chance to grant an extra turn if his A2 lands on everybody. So you give him a little bit of the accuracy just for the first couple stages. He's only at 54. He's going to get it done. And I'm probably going to keep him in the gear that he's in. Just see how that works, okay? But I picked up this Dinah Gloompiercer a while back, or Dana, and I never did anything with her. So I was in the arena, and I was fortunate enough, like, I can't argue against this. 5-star speed boots of Impulse, and then a 5-star shield. Sure, I didn't get the crit that I wanted, but doesn't really matter, okay? Because I have other items like this if I level these gloves up. Actually, let's put them up to 12 right now. Why not? I have a bunch of silver for it. So I'll take an attack. That's cool. So now she's at 90. Is it 94% crit? By the time I go in there today, I'll find crit rate somewhere. Somewhere I'll get the crit rate. It's maybe the gloves. And Dana is probably going to do some work. So Shadowbow Tirlac is probably going to get a bolster set for me. I'll have one bolster in here, but Dathy, like he's not the greatest for me yet, but he's on his way to max mastery anyways, getting his tier 6. And I didn't put any skills into him. And because he keeps taking extra turns, especially in a relentless set, Dathy, I figured you give him cruelty. Someone needs cruelty for that boss. So hopefully I will crack the 300 and is it 395 to get this void? Yeah. I want this void shard. Tomorrow's Friday. The summonings for the weekend are coming. I want that void shard. And that's why I was so adamant about pushing quickly into the faction wars because I start leveling up my chickens. So if we look into what I have in my master vault, this is my roster now. And this is almost all keepers in my master vault here. Okay. I've got 8 6-stars. Then I've got 8 5-stars. Then almost everybody is at least a 4 or a fully leveled chicken. And I'm going to keep these. Like Bulwark I pulled last night with the Void Shard. Bulwark's a keeper. Preserver. I'm going to keep her whether it's fusion or not, just so that I can try to get more stars into my Sacred Order. And I pulled a couple other blues last night here. This is the idea of faction wars for generating free resource. Okay. If we look into my reserve vault, the only thing I really try to keep in there is anything that's going to be a 5-star chicken. Okay. Or any of the 3 champs that come as drops from 12-3 Brutal. So I only really try to keep the Incubus in there as my leveling chickens, and usually the Diabolist and I forget the Hellhound or Hell Spawn, whatever it's called. Yeah, Hound Spawn. Anyways, I try to level them up to 14, and I feed them into the Incubus. That way, my vault stays super clean and easy for me, anyways. Because if you look in the reserve vault, it's clean. Eventually, it's just going to be Incubus, and that's all I'll have in there. There was something else that I'm forgetting about. I wanted to show in my hero roster. Doesn't really matter. Let's, you know what? For the fun, let's do one. Anything special? Probably a 3-star chicken. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Hellfreak isn't that bad. Okay. He's probably not as necessary anymore in my roster. But if you see, he can steal all buffs from a target, but he also swaps HP. This guy's sneaky good. He's sneaky good, especially in the arena early on. He works kind of like I forget the Astrolith. Like this guy will steal the enemy's HP and then it grants an extra turn. So if you steal the HP, and then you can come in with the A1 or the buff steal, it's really good. You know what? Let's get another chicken just for the fun of it. I don't really care. I'm having fun. Yeah, good enough for me. Sanctum Protector. I think he's it's 1. Yeah, he'll attack all enemies. This guy's not good. He's just a chicken, but I think he might be useful for a fusion. You know what? I want to show you something again, one more time here. I got it down to 39 seconds. Hey, that's not bad. Let's see how quick this run will be. This is Minotaur 15, and you no longer really need a healer in this dungeon after you've 6-starred and maxed out a couple people. If I put Alice in lifesteal, she'd solo it. Kale's in lifesteal, just to help make sure that this run goes how it should. I can't believe I did a 39-second run. I think 41 was my previous best. So when I first started this game a long time ago, it was like a minute 10. And I didn't realize, and I put in 5 heroes and none of them had masteries. And I spent all this money and I stayed for like 2 straight days on my phone, nonstop to tap, replay. And I don't know how many runs I must have done to get 5 champions, all of their masteries. But that's about the average, 45 seconds. Anyways, I can't argue that somewhere I had it on auto and it did a 40 or 39-second, sub 40-second Minotaur 15. This was Yakety the Free playing in the Hell of the Hades 2025 free-to-play 90-day challenge, firmly in fourth place overall with 389 faction war stars on day 34. Take care, everyone.